Obviously as a coach, I feel really good about where we are, where we finished. Your goal every year is to be in one of those top 3 spots with a week or 2 to go and, make a run at a championship. And that's where we were. I think these guys were really close to a championship and they were hungry for it, and we didn't get over the hill. So, but I also think the players understand, maybe there's something bigger for us waiting this week. And I think the guys are excited to get out here at UCA and in this tournament format, kind of, winner take all, survive to the next day. I think the guys are ready to show that we're one of the better teams in the league.
This is my 3rd year at the conference tournament. It's obviously a big deal because ending the season, the last 2 years, we ended at 2nd and 3rd place. And I know this is our big goal, get into a regional. So we're happy with where we are right now. I know winning 3rd place isn't where we want to be, but it's kind of set it up nice for us coming to the conference tournament. If we win our pool and do what we're supposed to do, then, things look good, get into a regional. So that's really the main thing we want to pursue, is just get into the regional, being one of the first teams in Islander history to ever do that.
Yeah, this is a really resilient group. This group, we really came together strong. We had some tough games at the start of the year. We've had a really tough schedule, took some tough losses. And I feel like that, that builds us as stronger as a core through the middle of the season. There's no dying this team. We're going to fight to the end of the game. It's a good group, and I think that'll really show in this tournament-style atmosphere where every game's do or die. I think we'll thrive.
I think we need to hit. I think that's where we can separate ourselves from the other 7 teams that are in Arkansas this week. We've got depth in our lineup. We've got talent. We've got speed. We've got power. We hit for average. And again, it goes back to the depth for me. We've got guys that'll hit 5, 6, 7, 8 for us that could maybe hit in the middle of the lineup on some other teams. So I think that will define how far we go, how many games we can win, whether or not we can have a lineup of 5 or 6 hitters get hot at one time.
I think we have a big group of guys that just want to go and get it. Every day the pitchers can't pick you up. So as a hitter, having Coach Malone as a hitting coach, you just want to focus on things that you can control. Bunting, getting on base, having a high on-base percentage, just driving runs. And I know last week against Sam Houston, we didn't do a very good job of hitting with the runners in scoring position. And coming into the conference tournament, that's one of the big things that we want to focus on this weekend, just hitting with runners in scoring position and doing our job and winning some games down there.
The pitching staff's a resilient group. I feel like we got a lot of older guys, a lot of guys that are excited to go in there and compete. I feel like it's a group that's been tested this year. We've had some ups and some downs, but, when it comes to a big spot in the game, I feel like we got the guys out of the pen and the starters that are going to throw the punches that need to be made for this group to be successful.
Southland Conference is tough. This year, looking at it, from 1 to 8, we had a bunch of teams fighting for 8th place, and those teams are equal as good as the teams in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So you can't really take anything for granted with this team. Everybody can hit, everybody can pitch and play defense. So we definitely aren't taking anything for granted being in our pool, but I know if we play the way we're supposed to play and the way we're capable of playing, like we did throughout the season, we'll be pretty nice sitting in a championship game.
I heard a couple of coaches talking about, this year's version in the 6, 7, 8 spot. Everybody has a winning record in conference. Everybody has a winning record overall. So, there's not really a bottom feeder. You look at Lamar in the 8 spot. They've already won 2 out of 3 from Sam. And I think that says it all right there. That the quote-unquote bottom team here is already knocked off the top team. Tells you anybody can win this thing. And, obviously a team like Sam ranked in the top 25 says a lot about our conference, how good the top is. I think it'll be interesting this week to see how the rest of us play out, who can hang around, who can make it to that last day. And because Southland always has a team step up at the end and run the table in the tournament. And it'll be interesting, and hopefully this will be our year.